OCD is a horrible anxiety that affects so many people. And what it does is it tries to get you to do something or else something bad would happen. And sometimes it's specific about what bad might happen, but sometimes it's pretty vague. It just is you have to do this or you'll be annoyed, or you'll have to do this or you won't be able to relax. OCD says you have to do this or you'll stay upset, anxious, agitated. And who wants to feel that way? Well, I want to tell you that the one thing that gets you to keep feeling that way, that gives the OCD power, is by letting it agitate you. When you start judging yourself for doing your patterns, like, oh, why do I have to count the syllables? And why do I wash my hands so many times? Or why can't I sit in that chair? When you get agitated about the things that the OCD is making you do, then it gives it energy. It totally feeds it with that energy from your guilt and shame. The more abnormal you feel and the more of a problem that you feel, the more the OCD is going to bother you. I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of people with OCD, and this works. As soon as they don't get as bothered by their OCD, it goes away. It's amazing. Some people have very mild OCD and they just have a little stuff that's kind of annoying. And some people have major OCD that takes their whole day up. But no matter what kind you have, this works. And what you have to do is you have to not let it bother you. So when the OCD is saying, blink your eyes, you say, oh, okay, I'll just blink my eyes. Don't get upset that you have to blink your eyes. And when you stop getting upset that you have to blink your eyes, you're like, oh, okay, I'll blink my eyes, who cares? Then you're just going to drain it of any energy that it has. You might blink in the first time or the second time, but it's just going to phase out. So I had this man I used to work with, and he had terrible OCD about so many things. And he felt like he couldn't have a relationship with a woman because she might find out. And he couldn't take her out to dinner because he was ridiculous about what he needed to happen if he was out to dinner. And one of the things he was really humiliated about was when he went to a buffet, he always took the second plate down instead of the top plate. He thought the top plate was dirty, he had to take the second plate down. And this was one of many, many, many things that he did. And so when I got him to think, oh, that's a good idea. It's a good idea, so you take the second plate down. He thought that anyone saw that he took the second plate down, they would think he was crazy and pathological. But I said, hey, it's a good idea. Take the second plate down. The first one might be dusty. Who knows? And so he began to allow himself to take that second plate down. And then all of a sudden he stopped caring about the first plate or the second plate. He just stopped completely caring about it and took whatever plate was there. When he was in a grocery store, he was really afraid of touching things in the grocery store. And so he used to have this ritual he did before he touched anything, though it was really, really hard to go to the store. And once he decided, like, okay, I'm just going to, whatever his ritual was, I think it was wiping his hands and his legs, which is kind of silly, right? Why are they cleaner than anything in the grocery store? I'm not sure. But he said, oh, I'll just wipe my hands. It's a good idea. And he did that. He stopped having to do that. He started going to the grocery store and not even caring, just grabbing anything he needed to get. So the very first thing to remember about OCD is stop trying to stop it. It's weird because everyone says like you have to try to stop it. And yeah, that's a goal and that's what you're going to do in the end. But you have to allow yourself to do it. And once you fully are okay and allow yourself to do it, have no more judgment whatsoever, then all of a sudden, you don't need to anymore. It's not as important. There's no energy behind it. And the patterns just stop. So think about that. Try it. You have nothing to lose to try this. Anytime that OCD tells you to do something, just be like, okay, I'll do it. Now, all of us have had some kind of OCD patterns in our life, and all of us have known somebody who struggles with the same thing. And as parents, we get terrified of this happening to our kids, but it's really okay. Tons and tons and tons of kids go through a stage where they have a bit of OCD patterns. And it's just maybe something is making them a little nervous or a little scared, and this is them just trying to get some more control over their life. And that's all it is, and it can pass, so don't worry too much about it. But really what you want your kids to be like, it's all right, don't worry about it. And then it'll go away faster, I promise. So if you like this video, please like it and share it with all your friends, and then come on over to jodiamon.com for more articles and videos about how to love yourself and open your heart. And while you're there, sign up for email updates so you don't miss a thing. In the meantime, let the you that you want to be, even with OCD, shine through.
Do you have fear? Do you have anxiety? Do you want to get rid of it? I have something for you, the Give Fear the Boot program. Live free from anxiety. Go to givefeartheboot.com and I'll tell you all about it.